What's up, Marvel? It's your boy Zelmae from I'll Be That News, and I'll be that news that give you the update on Marvel and how everything has to do with the MCU. Johnathan Majors, how he has to deal with everything, how he comes up from Marvel, the Avengers, how to fix your favorite characters, and how it will go forward. Because how will you have it without the main villain if something goes wrong? So we want to see if this is an update from I'll Be That News. This will also go on my Raw 99 Media channel, so it won't be exclusive, but it'll be a little different on both channels. So I want you, this is a updated breaking news in the first day of the court document files trial of one Johnathan Majors. Let's go listen to my guy comment one. If you don't want to listen to me, you can just go to the page. The link will be in the description. If you want to listen to me, oh, thank you. And go hit that like and subscribe right there real quick. Let's go listen. Let's go see what my guy Cosmic Wonder is thinking.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and we have some new developments in the case of Johnathan Majors today. If you are not aware and caught up, Johnathan Majors, who plays Kang the Conqueror in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, was arrested on March 25th, New York City, after the police responded to a 911 call from a lower Manhattan apartment where a female, who was Johnathan Majors' girlfriend at the time, had bruises on her head, neck, and finger. We also have learned that this person, this female, did work on the set of Antman and the Wasp Quantimania as well, which is where they presumably met. Majors was arraigned on multiple accounts of assault in the third.
Wait, so his girlfriend he met on set? Just not that long ago while they was filming Ant-Man and the Wasp? Listen to this.
Third degree, 3 counts of attempted assault in the third degree, 1 count of aggravated harassment in the second degree, and 1 count of harassment in the second degree. And this alleged victim was granted a restraining order against Johnathan Majors. Now, the reason we're covering this at all is because this could deeply affect the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because Marvel Studios might recast Johnathan Majors as Kang. In fact, right now they have held off and postponed and might have even canceled the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania Assembled Disney Plus special. So today he appeared in court for the first time in person, and it was basically for him to be read the charges that are being pressed against him, which we mentioned already in this video. So Johnathan Majors showed up to court, was read all of the charges against him, and they were given a court date for the trial to actually begin, which is August 3rd. That is when the actual trial begins.
Interesting fun fact, my birthday August the 1st, Ruby's birthday August the 2nd, so the trial starts literally the day after our birthday.
Begins in Manhattan. So this is where evidence is going to be presented by both sides. Now, not much has really been said about any type of evidence that the alleged victim has, but quite a lot has been said about Johnathan Majors and the evidence that he has against her, claiming that he is innocent. In fact, when the lawyers met up, his lawyer, Priya Chaudhry, presented quite a bit of evidence on Johnathan Majors' behalf. In fact, one of the first statements that she put out and has put out again recently is Johnathan Majors is completely innocent and is provably the victim of an altercation with a woman he knows. That's a very interesting and kind of a powerful statement, because she says that he is completely...
Listen, if you say things like this, you have to be prepared to hold up to it. You know what I'm saying? You have to be 100% ready. And they said they've just presented evidence. The victim hasn't presented much. We know the victim allegedly said that he's innocent and all that stuff in text. We don't know the whole scope of everything. Some people are saying that it sounds like a victim that's being abused. So other people are just simply saying that she's just saying he's innocent. I don't know what to say. They just say, hey, she said he's innocent. And the other people are like, yo, that sounds like a victim. My co-host might be the farmer, you know what I'm saying? The one that said that she just said it because she sounded like a victim. I'm of the belief, I don't really know. I try to stay out of these cases. Don't really mind the cases. But we have to figure it out, and we're going to go through a little more of this video, and we're going to find out all the things we need to know about this case and what we know before it starts the day after Ruby and my birthday.
Innocent. Not just innocent, but completely innocent. Not he did some of the things, but most of it's a lie. She says completely innocent. And then she says that it is provable, which is obviously a huge thing in court, provable that he is the victim. Now, we have heard reports that it was actually Johnathan Majors who called the cops. What's also really interesting is that Johnathan Majors' team has provided video footage and photos of the alleged victim out at a nightclub partying after the alleged assault took place. It was then reported that Johnathan Majors.
Listen, I don't know how much this is important. I don't even know what dates it is. We have to check it in court. Some of this seems like, does it matter? And then some of it could be a big deal because she said, like, oh, she had a broken arm and a bunch of stuff and she's out the club. That is very weird. But again, we do not know anything. I'm just here to report the news. Shout out to my guy, Warren Thompson.
Majors then came home later on that night and found the woman passed out drunk in his apartment. They have also shared text messages that were from the woman stating that she didn't mean for any of it to happen and that she told the police that he didn't do anything and that she didn't want anything to happen to him. So there's been quite a lot presented on the behalf of Johnathan Majors, and not so much publicly released on the behalf of the alleged victim. But that is what this next court date is going to be about. On August 3rd, Johnathan Majors' lawyer will go up and try to prove that he is innocent. The opposing team will try to prove that their client was assaulted by Johnathan Majors. And again, the reason that we are covering this is because it could drastically affect the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Marvel's promotions for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania do not really feature Johnathan Majors at all. In fact, all they say is Johnathan Majors' name under credits. When talking about the film on Disney Plus in the description or anywhere else, they don't mention Kang the Conqueror. They simply mention a threat, and he is not on the poster for the movie that they display either. And here's what has happened to Johnathan Majors so far since this has all taken place. Since the charges were filed against him, he has lost quite a bit. He's been dropped by his publicity team, the lead company, and his management company as well, Entertainment 360. And according to IndieWire.com, he's also been dropped by Protagonist Pictures for the role that he was going to play in their adaptation of the Walter Mosley novel, The Man in My Basement. So he's already lost one movie role there. He's also been dropped.
The Man in My Basement is an interesting book. If y'all ready to go, that's a pretty good read for anybody that want to know. Man in My Basement is a pretty good read.
Dropped from a Texas Rangers ad campaign and a U.S. Army ad campaign featuring him as well, although they declare that it is simply paused until the final verdict of the court decision is had. So the Army came out and basically stated, what is the law? Innocent until proven guilty. So they said they simply have paused that ad for now, and if he is proven innocent, then they will continue with the ad. So the sad reality is Johnathan Majors has already suffered from this. Now we are remaining neutral. We do not know if he is innocent or...
That's sad reality. Guilty is not a sad reality. If it's innocent, it's 100% sad reality. So it's kind of like iffy.
If he is guilty in this situation. But regardless, it does put Marvel Studios right now in a very hard position. And basically right now, they essentially do have to make a decision on whether or not to recast Johnathan Majors as Kang. And here's the deal. Unfortunately, even if he's proven innocent, that doesn't necessarily mean he is in the clear with Marvel Studios. Simply because all of the negative attention that he is getting and the fact that he was arrested and this trial is happening, that might be enough for the studio to say, hey, I'm sorry, but we have to drop you.
I think Marvel been really fair to him. At the same time, I'm wondering if this is how this really is supposed to happen. Like, do you forgive him or do you what? Do y'all think this is actually fair? That's my one thing. Do y'all think it's fair that they just have to wait and see? Because I think that's a fair argument, wait and see. I don't know if cutting him right away is the way to go. Because I do like the idea of innocent until proven guilty, unless guilty is hard to prove, right? In some cases, it's just, you don't want a situation where somebody's getting abused consistently versus someone that's abused getting off on a technicality. But at the same time, you do want to make sure you give everybody in the court system a fair shake.
Because there's now a negative connotation associated with you. But at the same time, we have seen things happen like over at Warner Brothers with Ezra Miller and all of the trouble that they got into, and they decided that they were going to keep Ezra Miller as the Flash and continue on with the Flash film.
That is dangerous. Remember, the Flash film, what it did this weekend, 61 million domestically this weekend. On a 4-day weekend when it was supposed to get like 165 million, like 100 million less than what we had thought it was going to get. That is a big impact, and Marvel might not want to deal with that, but even though I don't think what he's doing, it was kind of proving Ezra Miller case. This one, I don't know. He got a chance to prove himself, and Ezra Miller was going around punching people on camera. I'm sorry, it's a vast difference between being alleged doing something without any evidence Well, to us, not to them. I'm pretty sure the courts got evidence they need. But for us as people, I like to try to give people the benefit of the doubt until I can see something. Urza Miller, I saw him with shotguns, slapping a dude in Hawaii, all kind of stuff. So I know what he was up to. He was having little kids, and I'm just saying, Johnathan Majors, I really don't know. We can speculate. We can say he's guilty. We can say he looks like an abuser, according to some people. But I don't like to get into those little subliminal things. I don't even do it with Andrew Tate. Listen, I just know what the man told me earlier. Y'all can go watch that video earlier, but I only just know what the man told me.
Film. So hopefully Marvel Studios is simply waiting to see what the court decision is going to be. If Johnathan Majors' team presents a lot of viable evidence that is undisputable and he is proven innocent, perhaps he could continue on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Kang the Conqueror. And if he truly is innocent, hopefully that is indeed what happens, because he shouldn't suffer if it is a false claim. However, if he is proven guilty, then of course they will more than likely drop him. I really don't foresee them keeping him on as Kang the Conqueror if he is proven guilty in this case, in which he will probably also go to jail. So that's pretty much 100% guarantee. If he is proven guilty, we will have a new actor playing Kang the Conqueror in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But we'll have to wait and see what happens in court. The next court date and the first official court date of him appearing in person is August 3rd. It probably won't be decided that day.
It won't be decided today. It's me and Ruby's the day after our birthday, so this is gonna be a big news day. August 3rd is on a what day is August 3rd on? August 3rd will be on a Thursday. I was actually born on a Thursday. Shout out to Unico Williams, and I was actually born on a Thursday too. That means Ruby was born on, I don't know what day Ruby, but she wasn't born in 1991. So y'all can look it up what day Ruby was born. Ruby, you can tell them your age in the chat if you want to. That's my devilish laugh. Hey, shout out to BMT. But just let us know all Thursday. By the way, that's the day we do on our shows. So Monday, August 7th, we might do a discussion on what we learned on that Thursday and that Friday. I'm pretty sure we're gonna learn a few, or we might wait till next week. So I'm looking forward to figuring this out with y'all, seeing the case that they allow publicly and all that. I'm looking forward to seeing it. And I don't want an innocent black man to go to jail if he don't have to. But if he did do a crime, listen, I'm not a person to let people that just beat women off. I don't believe in that. So let me know y'all thoughts from what you seen, innocent or guilty. You know, you can't judge off that. But like and subscribe, all that stuff. We're gonna keep you updated. We'll have an hour special on Johnathan Majors' case. Do we free my brother? Or do we put him away? Y'all know how I feel about this. Let us know in the comments. Appreciate y'all. Peace.